People who have used the dark web / the deep web. What's the most surprising thing you've seen? I found a store for Apple products, and in the website there was Q&A. One of the questions was, how is it so cheap? And its answer was, all of our products is stolen. Honesty is their motto. Blogs. Normal mundane blogs. Who is reading this stuff? Why is it posted here? It's really fascinating. I wish I could find them again. A group of 4 or 5 people convincing a 15-year-old girl that life is worth living and that suicide isn't the option. She had posted on a forum asking what was the best, most painless way to kill herself. I found one service once upon a time that I usually mention when talk comes up in conversation. In short, this guy would randomize your mail for 6 to 7 weeks before you planned to get a delivery of something illegal, but he had no involvement in the shipping of anything illegal. You'd pay this guy a couple $100 and he'd send things to your residence on a weekly basis. Week 1. Ice skates. Week 2. A board game. Week 3. Sneakers. Week 4. An Xbox controller. So on and so forth. So, you'd give him a schedule and a date of when you'd be ordering something illegal, and he'd spam your place with various packages of random, innocuous retail bullshit from distributors around the world leading up to the date you'd get drugs, or whatever, shipped to your home, in order to randomize your mail and create a pattern, or lack thereof, that, allegedly, would help decrease the chances that your illegal order would ping some USPS monitor. Edit. I'm not making an argument that this type of service is worthwhile, nor do I know anything about the efficacy of trying to trick USPS. All I know, and all I'm saying, is this guy / service exists, and he had quite a few high reviews from other users who were selling and buying illegal shit. How mundane it is. Although the dark web would be all cool, Hackerman 0111010001. It's really just the normal internet with more drugs to purchase and Bitcoin / crypto instead of PayPal / eBay. There is a lot of very boring things like blogs, and everything is just more anonymous. It's like the entire internet is 4chan. I don't know how it is today, but I suspect a lot of those drug links / sites are dead after the Silk Road bust recently. That the item I purchased on the DNM actually turned up on my doorstep, and that it worked brilliantly. What item did you purchase? A taser. It is awesome and comes in handy to have. Edit. A word. The amount of dead links. I remember reading about, I think it was on Reddit, one dude who just sold potatoes through the dark web, and really good ones too. I like that story. I've seen sandwiches being sold. Wasn't there a guy selling grilled cheese on Silk Road at some point? I think someone also tried to sell a jet plane. The amount of edgy teens who like to pretend they were criminals by posting stuff there. Somebody was selling a ham sandwich on the Silk Road back in the day. I wonder if anyone bought it. The ham sandwich was seized and is sitting in evidence right beside all the bitcoins. It must be even more delicious now with all that mold growing on it. That the book I wanted to borrow from the library was actually in stock. Those bastards. There was a site that used to sell cookies. Like they were of amazing quality and there were a ton of flavors. Also a ton of fake hire a Hitman sites. If I ever got really rich, this would be some of the I would do. Hitman or cookies? Both. Hire the Hitman. But instead of killing the target he delivers delicious cookies. Kill them with kindness. Most links and pages are dead / no longer working. Kinda disappointing, but I guess that's better than seeing something I'd regret. I've heard so much about this place from people then. When I finally got in it looked lame as shit. Also it's slow as shit. You live up to your name. Parta poopa. Organs for sale. I know there would be drugs, guns, fake money, etc. But that's some weird shit. You can buy organs at a piano store. Guys on Craigslist will give me one for free. How nice the people are, oddly unarmed, with Hitman. Society is a polite society. They had very polite rules in the John Wick universe. The number of people selling PayPal accounts with more money on them than the price. Why would they sell them and not cash them in? I stumbled across 2 blogs, which contain pretty detailed info about -1. How to eat a human in the most effective way. 2. How to perform necrophilia in a graveyard. I didn't know what to do with that information. Probably to eat humans and F corpses. But in what order? Would you eat or F the corpse first? The old Silk Road forum was amazing. Sellers arguing on who got the better products. Offering stuff for free to some users so they could compare it themselves. Many years ago I used to take photos of various substances for a local guy now from my house for his Silk Road shop. Never took him up on any offers of freebies, but the money was good. The legit Spanish doctor on the senior forums offering harm reduction information was also pretty cool. I miss that place. The DNMs do have a pretty friendly atmosphere to them. Not something I found on my own, but apparently there is, or was, a dating website where you would sign up and they would send you a shirt that you wore for 3 days without showering, and then you would send it back. Then they would send you other shirts and you would pick who you wanted to date based on their smell. There was this whole deep psychological argument behind it about human pheromones. What surprised me was that it wouldn't look out of place on the surface web. I'd try it. Why not? Not actually to look for love, but I feel like it'd at least be interesting. I just really don't wanna sniff someone else's shirt. A ridiculous number forums for talking about kid diddling. Barf. A recipe for the best goddamn pizza I ever made. Edit. I put the recipe as a reply to someone. Happy hunting. Also my top comment is now about questionable pizza. Well, if I ever go on the dark web I'm definitely going to be looking for recipes and not Hitman and drugs. Just search for cheese pizza and you'll find what you need. Probably enough LSD to make all of New York City go crazy for less than $100k. I wonder how much of it was real LSD though. It was through some to say trusted source at the time. Edit. I think it was like 10 grams or maybe 15 in crystal powder. 1 gram is like 100,000 hits. But could probably get all of New York City if released in the air. Like the bad guys were gonna do in The Rock. A grumpy old grandma trying to find a 20-person bus for church. Next. I had a guy contact me on Facebook as I'm a mortician. And he had questions about death. Serms he had been recently diagnosed with a brain tumor, and while fucking around on the internet, found an offer on the deep web to fly him overseas and film killing him and selling his parts to people on the dark web, which would financially set his family up because he had no insurance. He was scared about the process of dying and having the stuff going on to him. I was more concerned about him ghosting on his family to go die somewhere else. Not sure what happened to the guy, but his name was Sam. Yeah, I'm sure people want his tumor infested organs. I have seen a RPG rocket launcher for sale. Sting operation. Probably. Mate, I was thinking the same. Didn't go near it, haha. I once found a forum connecting people to Hitman. Some of the offers/users seemed legit, but my favorite posting was some guy offering to punch anyone in the balls for $50, and for an extra $50 he would film it, and for an extra $50 he would submit it to America's Funniest Home Videos. People for sale. No joke. Like the olden days. That it's not all red rooms and doing. Normal internet exists there too. That being said, I don't plan to return there. Red rooms? Supposedly, red rooms are live streams/chat rooms in the deep web. The hosts will not only stream live torture, but will also allow the viewers to take part in the process. Egg, pay $500 and I will chop his thumb off.